Welcome back to Factorio. We need more batteries. Our batteries are not being able to produce because of the sulfuric acid shortage. I think that is probably due to not the lack of crude oil. We're maxed out on crude oil. Our problem is our oil refineries have stopped working entirely because they can't get rid of the heavy oil now. The light oil are full. The heavy oil is the problem now. Let's stick that in temporarily to get things going. The sulfuric acid, and you see now this is going to take all of the petroleum. You've got no petroleum at all. Right, so we've got too much light oil and too much heavy oil now. The lubricant is being used to make engines, but probably not quick enough to... it's nighttime. It's nighttime, guys. We wanted to have a look at, see whether the accumulators are draining. Yes, they are. The accumulator is currently the green one, so it's stepping up. Solar panel's gone down to 0. The accumulators are stepping up. The steam has turned on as well. Accumulators are draining. And now accumulators are dropping off as the solar panels are kicking in. And then we should see the steam dropping off too, I think. Any second now, just, I know this looking at graphs is boring, but as that reaches a peak, it won't do until the accumulators are charged up, will they? Until the accumulators can fully replace the steam. So at the moment we just need more accumulators. Probably overkilled the amount of solar panels to accumulators. These guys are charging up. They're now fully charged. And the steam turns off. More accumulators to be charged up during the day. And we'll be away. Right. Sulfur is being produced, but just way too slowly. Petroleum is just not sufficient. I got a few bits and pieces there that would be useful in the system, I think. Yeah, medium poles, we'll leave them there. Right. So, how do we do this? There it is. Light oil to petroleum uses chemical plants. So we need a couple of chemical plants. What do we need to make a chemical plant? Green circuits. Basically, let's just go grab some green circuits. Same as making everything ourselves. Need a few of these to make iron gears. May as well make a couple while we're here. Right, we're going to turn this stuff into this stuff. Where should we do that? What about there? Rotate is what I'm looking for. Don't want to hem myself in too much. Well, I just need a pipe that comes out, so I could do it actually on this side of the tracks over here. Do it like that. Yep, we'll have that. Actually, we'll have a pole on that side there. And why not just do it properly the first time? Right, light oil. Oh, good grief. Right, light oil to there and there. And then you will turn light oil into petroleum, and you will turn light oil into petroleum. Hold on a minute, you need water as well. Didn't realise we needed water as well. That's fine, we've got a water main just here. In fact, just there, perfectly just there. Oh, what the heck, let's just do that and that. You're now turning light oil into petroleum. The petroleum tank is already twice what it was. Light oil is going to start going down. Suddenly you've got more than sufficient levels of petroleum. Just about keeping up actually. There's now sulfuric acid in the system. We can speed you up as well. Where are they? I can't see my inserters. I don't seem to have any apart from smart inserters. He's still not keeping up though, is he? Okay, in the meantime, I will put in a smart inserter, which will move just so far. And leave the other guy, there we go. Right, the other guy should be doing the iron plate. Seems to still be a delay. Ah, because it's not producing enough. Wow, you could do with a faster one as well, couldn't you? Ah, that didn't work, guys. Nor did that. Right, that's that one. Pet up. Right. You're moving things quicker. You're picking things quicker. This should be now not running out of anything. It just can't move the iron plate quick enough, can it? Oh no, the sulfur is not being produced quick enough either. Ah, because the petroleum is still not keeping. The petroleum is still not keeping up. How can the petroleum still not be keeping up? It's using 3 every second. That's hardly in use, so that's not a problem. How many do you make? You make 2 every 5 seconds. So that's 4 every 5 seconds because they've got the 2 units. So you should be keeping up. What else am I using petroleum gas for? That's it. Some kind of delay. I don't know what though. Every 5 seconds we should be getting 4. Plus every 5 seconds we should be getting another 4. From that alone. So it's 4, 8, 16 every 5 seconds. 15 of them will be used every 5 seconds by the sulfur, and then when this guy it takes the occasional bit. Does it make a difference that there's no pressure? Is that a word? When you associate it with this? It's only got 20 odd in there, it's not exactly building up, so it is being used somewhere, that's for sure. Catch it up with the crude again. That's good news. Well, bad news really, but that's fine. Excellent. What are we doing now? Yes. So either way though, the sulfuric acid is now building up. We're now at 120 odd. Storage, which is now bringing in. Okay, the green circuits are backing up a little now. We probably could cut this down now. 31 of those, that's not really a problem. 23 of those. Not a problem yet. Ah, look, batteries are backing up. We've got worker robot cargo size 2. Ah, that needs purple. Can't make purple yet. So let's do something else. Insert a capacity bonus 3. That's an interesting one we could go with. Can't do speed anymore. Character slots we could do. Or we could make this, which makes it faster. We need speed modules for that, which we haven't researched yet. Could be laser turrets. That doesn't even use blue. Hammer through that very quickly. Or should we just get research speed? Let's just go with that because that should absolutely fly through. There we go. Sulfuric acid is coming through quite nicely. Let's just drop them in there so that gets it into the circuit. I want to do the same thing as I did before to start building up the red circuits, and it needs to be a passive provider chest on this occasion, and because we've got an angle there, we could just do that and load in and load out. Sorry, load in and load out. Is that going to cause trouble? No, shouldn't do. Turrets engage the enemy. We might have to think about doing a bit more defences around there. That's the laser turret stuff. Let's have some more laser turret stuff with that one. And then obviously when that catches up, taking the red from here, because that's the major use of red now, is this guy here. And when that stockpiles back to here, then the box will start to fill up. Which will be good for having some spare capacity if we need it. The green uses the belts as spare capacity, which is down to here, which is low. So we haven't fixed it yet. We haven't solved the problem of the green circuits yet. That does need to be addressed. We're going to start to use green circuits more and more and more. And this is just not saturating the belt enough. It could be that this facility has just reached its peak. He's not slowing down though, he's got plenty. Comes the laser turret stuff. 200 of those now. At the moment, well, maybe we should just do some bullet damage stuff, because we are currently using those conventional weapons. So why don't we just grab some bullet damage? Should go through pretty quick. Red circuits now coming to me because I did request them, which I might change my mind at. Turrets engaging the enemy, there's more of them. let's see what happens if we add another 2 down here. Just 2. Shouldn't be too much hassle. This should be the red stuff we're using, really. And we need some more electricity. And we've got to tell it what we want it to produce. Otherwise, it's just not going to do anything. We got some metal on the wrong track. We need to produce more red now. Iron wheel gear is causing us some backlog. I know where I might be able to get some iron wheel gear from. Should be able to make plenty of this. Don't think we're at a stage yet that we want to produce the red stuff exclusively. And use it exclusively, really. They are a bit of damage from them. Right now we'll go. Well, let's get the research speed now, because I'm sure there's some that takes some crazy amounts of stuff, and we will have the backlog of units. Still engaging the enemy there. Seems to be working okay. So there, we've increased the green circuit by a couple of units, and it's far from causing us trouble. In fact, we're coping with it very nicely. If anything, it's the iron that's causing us the trouble. I think our next problem is we need to sort out the iron. Copper is definitely sorted. Iron is... the bottom is fine, the top is struggling for ore. Which is strange. Oh, the top has got better furnaces. No, that one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got one more better furnace. Very Strange indeed. And these guys can't even get the stuff on there, so well, that could be the problem. I did take a lot of iron wheel stuff from over here, didn't I? And that was probably the backlog. But that's saturated. That can't get any thicker. Wow, is it still producing steel over here? Not for much longer, so that'll cut that down soon. Red is still being produced, 10 to the dozen. It's nearly full now. Green still got a ways to go. What type of chest is that? That should be, that's just an iron chest. So where am I getting all the belt from when I have requested it? Am I running out of belt? No, I've got plenty. There's still some in here. Oh, look, we got copper. We'll take the copper out. Then we'll take the last of that. And the electricity. And the accumulators we'll take. Doing fine for the rest. What's in this? That is that one. Plenty of guns. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Repair. You need to be a provider as well. Passive provider. I think you should be passive provider as well. You are already. That needs to be a passive provider, as does that. We're just going to put a strain on them on it as well, because that is replaced probably wooden chests. Get rid of some of these chests that we don't need. But blue's not actually all the way down. We started using. Yeah, that's still something we need to produce more of. The iron is really not as thick as it used to be at all. Working on it. Oh, this has gone way too long, this episode, so thank you very much indeed for watching. I think we're getting on top of things. Don't think we're struggling too much for anything. Electricity has been sorted, and yeah, we will see you in the next episode, where I guess what we got to do is start working on the purple sciences, because we're going to need that. Purple science, just for your thoughts, requires. Oh, it just requires alien artifacts. That's really easy. And we have got. I suspected it to need more than that. And from our wars to get the oil, we're not short of that right now. May need more soon, but there is potential to get that into the system quite easily. Thanks so much indeed for watching. Join me in the next episode, where we'll get the purple sciences up and running. See you next episode. Bye bye.